Hi everyone, this is Renee from Meadowlark Mystic, and I am doing my, my November and December catch up, even though December obviously is not done. But for me, December is when I do my year ahead. I guess that's when most people do their year aheads, but I do it because it's my birthday. So if my birthday were in a different month, I would probably do a year ahead then. So I wanted to share with you what I've been doing. So here's my journal. Okay, so let's see. This is October. So let's just catch up. October was intense, very Persephone vibe going on. And then, this was my calendar. That's all this, you know, all that. So let's move to, So I think I showed you the preliminary setup for November. It didn't really get any better. It didn't get any more decorative. It was pretty just survival mode. And then I had high hopes for December, or I have, I have high hopes for December. Here's my collage. You can see it's pretty, it looks hopeful to me. Yeah, we'll go with that. There's a lot of gold and deep blues. So yeah. And then here is the calendar setup. Very straightforward. So what I wanted to share, two things I wanted to share. My year ahead, some decks that I've been working with, and some decks that are new to me, and then what I did for my birthday month. So the idea of a birthday month is certainly not original to me. But, you know, I've heard people say it's my birthday month, and then I was like, wow, that's really cool that they can kind of think of the whole month as a celebration of them. And this is my, yesterday was my 50th birthday. And I thought if ever there was going to be a birthday month, it should be this turning 50. Just because all of the things that have been going on in my life, I really wanted to try to make it memorable. So this is the same setup that I always have. Same. Gratitude, tarot. Okay, so here it is. I know the light isn't ideal, but I don't know. You can figure it out if you want. Okay, so 50, my birthday month. I broke it down into weeks. So we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. And then for all the different weeks, we've got some key words. So week 1 is reflection, gratitude, and grounding. Week 2 was connection, growth, and acceptance. Week 3 was celebration, self-love, pride, and integrity. Week 4, which is where we're at right now, is cycles, insight, and practice. I also wrote for the last week that we just went through, week 3, gratitude, because on my actual birthday, which was yesterday, I just had such a deep sense of gratitude for my life, that I get to live this life, that I experience the things that I do. And it just really filled me with that on that day. You know, I try to practice gratitude quite a bit, but you know, the last year has been tough. I would say the last two. Well, anyway, it's been tough. And 50 I think for most people, it's, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm turning 50. But to say that I'm turning 50 and I'm recently divorced and I moved across country and I'm no longer near my children, that's intense. But when I was actually experiencing the day, I just felt so much gratitude for all of the wonderful things that are in my life. And this is not a forced gratitude, because sometimes I have to like write a list of the things that I'm grateful for and really bring them to the forefront. Be like, look at all these things that you should be grateful for. But that's a good practice when you need to like give yourself a reality check. But this was not that. This was actually a really big, full sense of gratitude. So that's why I put that there. So that was week 3. Week 4, cycles, insight, and practice. about the light. And then week 5 is goals, preparation, rest, dream, and believe. So, and then I have some, different action steps that I have here for the year. And so then, if we move over here, so then each week is broken down into what I did on that week. So for this week, I went and I visited Lake Erie, and then I also went to a park nearby. And then I did a tarot reading that informed the keywords: reflection, gratitude, and grounding. So that was very helpful to give myself a real structure for this month. It's been helpful because I think that if I hadn't done this, I was in danger of becoming overwhelmed with all of the feelings that come up when you turn 50, just come up when you have a birthday in general. It's not just 50, it could be any number. And then just come up this time of year. I'm one of those people that has a birthday during the holidays or during this time of year. And it's a very, I'm just going to give it to you straight. It sucks to have your birthday at this time of year. It is not something I would wish on somebody else. That's, it's just the way it's been. But yeah, I don't love it. So week 2... different things that I did. And that actually brings me to this deck. So I bought myself some decks as a birthday present to me. And this was one of the decks that I bought, a Compendium of Witches. I had seen this artist on Instagram and that she had an oracle. I really liked it. I thought it was beautiful. But it was expensive because she is I believe she's in the UK somewhere. So, because my finances have drastically changed now that I am divorced, I have to be more careful with what, the things that I do. So anyway, this is a really amazing deck. It's broken up into 2 sections. It's got the kind of Council of Witches, which are these people. And she gives a very detailed bio on these people, these council members. And she says in the book that none of these people are actual historical figures. They're kind of an amalgamation of different ideas and figures and myths, but there is one historical figure in the deck, and that's this one. The one that actually looks like it would be the one that is most maybe archetypal, but actually this is a woman who was murdered for being accused of being a witch. So I find this a very powerful deck, and I think this is one of the only goddesses in the deck. But anyway, so Hecate stepped forward when I was asking the deck a bunch of questions, and she stepped forward for week 2 for me in a really strong way. And then these are the cards that are kind of the tools and ideas of this witch's compendium. And the artwork is watercolor. It is so beautiful. It's soft and yet very powerful. It has a lot of the ideas that I resonate with. The cardstock is beautiful too. It's soft but also slippery. I just love it so much. I love this deck. I'm really excited to work with it more. So that was something that happened week 2, which the keywords for that week were connection, growth, and acceptance. So that was cool and really enjoyed that. And then, and then my eldest came to visit me. My eldest child came to visit me, and that was a very beautiful, bonding, amazing visit. So I was really gratified about that. Okay, so week 3, which was the 12th through the 18th, that is the my actual birthday week. So we have celebration, self-love, Pride, and then I need to actually write in here Gratitude. I wrote that on the other one. So I did a tarot reading for each week. I think I mentioned that. Let's see, for this one I used the Hanson Roberts, which I've talked about at length on my channel. For this tarot reading I used Wildwood and the Little Fae. So I used the Wildwood and I used the Little Forest Fae. And then I stumbled on this combination, Tarot of the Four Elements and the Tarot by Caro. So the Tarot by Caro is this deck. Oops, I'm trying not to shake the camera. This is Tarot by Caro. This is the box. It was on sale, and so I've had my eye on it for a long time. So I decided to get it. And I paired it with, I'm going to move this to the side because I want to show. Oops, how am I going to do this? I've run out of room. Okay. This is an actual reading I have out here. So I don't want to move that, but maybe I'll have to. Okay. I probably should have organized this better. But I didn't. I'm just going to move this over. Actually, you can't even see that. All right, we've got this. We have got this going. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to do a side by side with these. So Tarot of the Four Elements is over here. I have it upside down. And this is the deck I've had for a while now, and I really love it. And I don't see people talk about it much. Tom Benjamin talked about it on his channel a while ago. But anyway, I love how these go together. I love them so much. So I've been reading with these two decks for a couple weeks now. 2 weeks? No. I guess since December 12th. Yeah, since December 12th I've been reading with these, and wow, I love them so much. So I just wanted to share. The Tarot by Caro has a very of simplicity that I really appreciate. And I also just love the slight reinterpretations of stuff. So, you know, this is her or their interpretation of Temperance. I love it so much. So yes, been reading with this, and I am unable to move on and do anything else, use any other decks right now. So yeah, just wanted to share that. When I got the Tarot by Caro, it was on sale, like I said, and I think it was like $37.50. And then I got a print, and this was a birthday gift to myself. Okay, so I think that's enough of that. Yes, and Tarot of the Four Elements is just a great deck. Definitely not a Rider-Waite clone, but I just really like it as well. I love the way that they depict the court, and also just all the other cards. Okay, so back to this. Here we are, week 3. No, we're done with week 3. So this was my tarot reading for that. Sorry if I'm a little like hyped up. I had to hype myself up to make this video. All right, here we are, week 4, Cycles, Insight, Practice. So it has been rough, but it's also kind of been like a roller coaster. So I'll be full of so much gratitude for all the things that I have in my life, and then I'll just be completely swept away with grief. So anyway, this reading is about kind of unpacking all that, and it was really beautiful. And again, I used Tarot of the Four Elements and Tarot by Caro. So I've got week 5 to go, and this is the other thing I wanted to share with you. This is my year ahead. So this was my old one. This is just a copy of it, you can see. So it's pretty consistent, except I decided this year, instead of drawing the major arcana and animal helpers on the inside. I just printed it out. I don't know, maybe I was being lazy. In the long term, it's not actually, I don't think is as good to have a printout, because I think over time it will, pop off because the glue will fail. So, all right, anyway, so I pull the whole year, starting at Yule, and then between each of the turning of the wheel, there is a bunch of cards. And these are them right here. I keep them all together. I do not want to drop this. I keep them all together in this bundle, and then I will put them out on my desk to look at them. But I won't be doing that until Yule. So the decks that I use are the Arthurian Tarot for the tarot. Then I use the Mists of Avalon Oracle for an oracle. I use a lot of oracles. So one tarot and then a lot of oracles. I use a plant, which is just the Druid plant. And then this is the Druid animal, which I think it's really interesting. I got 2 frogs. And then that's it. Like it. So, yes. Okay. I was going to say something, but I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, so that's what is going to be happening from Yule to Imbolc. And I'm going to put that back so that I don't get it messed up. If I were to give a kind of synopsis of what my year for 2023 looks like, I would say the Strength card. That's what 2023 is going to be asking of me. But to unpack this a little bit further, so my birth card is the Emperor, and that's the card you see here. This is the Nature Spirits Tarot. I think it was recently released, mass market. So that's my birth card. This card is what card is the card for me in terms of numerology. So last year, 2022, was the moon for me, and this year is the sun. And then I pull a major card to help me bridge the distance between my birth card and the numerology card. Collectively, I think we are all going to be going into a 7-year, which is the year of the Chariot. But for me personally, it's the sun, and then the High Priestess is the card that I pulled that would bridge those two. And the word is becoming, and I pulled this card, which for my animal support card. And you can see that the Emperor is also peacock. So we've got double peacock energy. This card says, peacock vibrancy, you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for your life. I hear that. And more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So that is good. That speaks to what I've been experiencing. That is Spirit of the Animals Oracle, this one. But peacock energy and the peacock feather particularly also speaks to me of Hera, kind of sovereignty and feminine wisdom, but in a way that it's a lot more kind of like marrying the High Priestess and the Emperor energy into those two things. So I thought that was really interesting. And then that's just, this is my setup for the light half of the year and the dark half of the year. So it's kind of counterintuitive that when we go past Yule, we are entering the growing light. And then when we experience the height of summer, or June 21st, it is actually when we pass that, we start to go into the darkening, because it doesn't really feel that way. Like when you hit Yule, it kind of feels like, oh man, we're really deep in winter. But actually what's happening in terms of like sunlight is it's growing. So that gives me hope. I'm in a place that is, a geographical place that, has a lot of snow, and I look outside my window right now and it's snowy and the ground is frozen, and that's a new experience for me. As someone who loves to garden and all that, yeah, everything is very much asleep, and it's kind of calling for me to not be so frenetic in the way I engage with the world, which is also not kind of natural to me. So it's a learning process. I really am trying to take in the wisdom that is being offered to me. I also, so that's all that I have for this. I'm going to be doing a winter solstice spread, but this is my year ahead. I feel like I was talking like super fast in the beginning of this video. I'm sorry. Okay, so the Gentle Tarot also looks so great with Tarot of the Four Elements. So I just wanted to, I posted a picture, I think, on Instagram. I don't even remember. I should have taken more pictures than I have, because I like to, what am I doing? I like to catalog my readings a little bit more than I have been. Wow, I'm doing this like super backwards because one of them is, oh, anyway, you can see what I'm doing. So anyway, I really liked these two together. I think that they play well together. Both of these are, I would say, comforting decks. And I appreciate that. So that will do it for me. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope that you all are doing well and enjoying the festivities of this time of year. It also has a lot of stressors for some people, so just remember to take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.